Do you ever feel a dull, uncomfortable pressure in your pelvic area after sitting for long hours? Have you noticed your urine stream feels weaker or that it takes longer to get started, and thought to yourself, I guess this is just what happens as I get older? I'm Dr. Sophia Carter, a prostate specialist, and I need you to know, these are not normal signs of aging. They're warning signs that your prostate is under strain, often from something as simple as the way you sit every day. Hundreds of men, even in their 20s and 30s, with these exact symptoms. The truth is, in most cases, it wasn't an irreversible medical condition. It was a habit they could change. And here's the good news. When you know which sitting habits are silently crushing your prostate, you can fix them, relieve that pressure, and protect your prostate health for years to come. Your prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, sitting just below your bladder. It wraps gently around your urethra, the tube that carries urine from your bladder out of your body. Because of where it sits, anything that affects the space between your legs, your circulation, your posture, even the temperature, can directly influence its health. The prostate is not a tough, armored organ. It's delicate and relies on three main things to function well: steady, healthy blood flow, low levels of inflammation, as little pressure or compression as possible. When you sit still for long periods, especially in a slouched or compressed position, blood flow to your pelvis slows down. It's like a flowing river turning into a stagnant pond. Stagnant blood flow means less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and slower removal of waste products. At the same time, the muscles in your pelvic floor tense up and stay tight, like a fist that never relaxes, which squeezes and irritates the prostate. Even more, add to that the extra heat trapped from sitting for hours, a kind of low-grade warmth. It may not feel uncomfortable, but can aggravate sensitive tissues over time, and you have a recipe for swelling, irritation, and discomfort. The truth is, your prostate is like a sponge. It needs a constant flow of fresh, oxygen-rich blood to clean itself and stay healthy. If it's squeezed, overheated, and starved of circulation, it can't do its job, and symptoms like weak urine, flow, pelvic pressure, and frequent trips to the bathroom start to appear. You are not powerless against this. The way you sit and move each day can either protect your prostate or put it under constant attack. And the best part? You can start protecting it today. One of the most common and damaging habits I see in my patients is sitting with poor posture. On a hard surface for hours at a time, you might not think much of it. Maybe it's just how you sit at work during your commute, or even while watching TV, but this position is quietly putting your prostate under constant stress. When you slouch or sit with your pelvis tilted forward, especially on a firm seat, you're compressing the very area where your prostate lives. This constant pressure reduces the flow of fresh, oxygen-rich blood to the gland and strains the muscles of your pelvic floor, the supportive sling of tissue that holds everything in place. I like to compare it to pressing your finger on a garden hose. The water doesn't just slow down, the flow stops, and pressure builds in all the wrong spots. That's exactly what happens when blood can't move freely through your pelvic region. Over time, this can lead to swelling, irritation, and the symptoms you may already be noticing: weaker urine flow, pelvic discomfort, or more frequent bathroom trips. The truth is, your body was never designed to be locked in that position for hours, and your prostate pays the price. But here's the good news. Small adjustments can completely change the story. Choose a cushioned seat that distributes your weight evenly, instead of driving it into one spot. Adjust your chair so your hips are slightly higher than your knees. This opens your pelvic angle and takes strain off your prostate. Most importantly, make it a habit to stand, stretch, or walk for even just a minute every 30 to 45 minutes. That quick break is like turning the faucet back on, restoring circulation, releasing tension, and giving your prostate the relief it desperately needs. You don't have to overhaul your life, but you do have to give your body the chance to heal itself. Another sneaky but surprisingly harmful habit I see all the time is sitting on a wallet or phone in your back pocket. You might think it's just a small object. It can't make that much difference. But the truth is, even a ½ inch of extra height under one side of your body tilts your pelvis and throws off your entire sitting alignment. This uneven pressure focuses directly on your perineum, the area between your scrotum and anus where your prostate sits just inside. Over time, that tilt not only compresses delicate blood vessels, restricting oxygen-rich blood flow to your prostate, but also forces your pelvic muscles to work in an unbalanced position. Think of it like parking your car on a crooked jack. At first, it seems stable enough, but leave it that way, and parts start to warp, wear unevenly, and fail. Your pelvic floor and lower back respond the same way, developing chronic tension, an inflammation that can irritate your prostate and contribute to discomfort, urinary changes, and even sexual performance issues. I know it's such a simple habit that it barely crosses your mind. We've all just plopped down without thinking. But here's the good news. This one is one of the easiest to fix. Before you sit down, whether it's at your desk, in the car, or even at a coffee shop, take a few seconds to empty your back pockets completely. Make sure both hips are level and evenly supported by the seat. That small adjustment immediately restores balance to your pelvis, takes pressure off your perineum, and lets blood flow freely again. Your prostate thrives when it's not being squashed or tilted for hours at a time, and this is one of the simplest, fastest ways to give it that breathing room. Small habit change, big payoff, and your body will thank you for it every single day. One of the most common positions I see causing silent prostate strain is during marathon gaming or long desk sessions when you lean forward for hours. I know how easy it is to get absorbed in what you're doing, whether you're deep into a work project, in an intense online match, or just browsing, and before you know it, your shoulders are hunched, your head is forward, and your spine is curved like a question mark. The problem is that this position compresses your abdominal contents, which means everything inside your belly is being pushed downward. Imagine squishing a balloon from the top. All that pressure has nowhere to go but the bottom. In your body, that bottom is your bladder and your prostate. That constant downward force increases pelvic pressure, makes it harder for blood to circulate freely, and can aggravate urinary symptoms over time. I know this can be frustrating because you're not even doing something that feels bad. You're just sitting there, yet the impact can build slowly and quietly until it becomes a real problem. The good news is that you can break this cycle without giving up the activities you enjoy. Keep your posture upright so your spine is stacked and your abdominal organs aren't squashed downward. Use lumbar support. Even a small cushion behind your lower back can help, so your body naturally stays in that upright position, and don't rely on willpower alone. Set an alarm every 30 to 45 minutes to remind yourself to stand, stretch, and reset your posture. These small adjustments protect your prostate by reducing unnecessary pressure and keeping healthy blood flow moving through your pelvic region. When you keep your body aligned, you're giving your prostate the space and circulation it needs to stay healthy, and that's a win worth building into your daily routine. So, let's quickly recap the 3 habits that can silently strain your prostate and what you can do to fix them. First, sitting for long periods without moving, it slows blood flow, builds pelvic pressure, and leaves your prostate under constant strain. The fix? Stand up, stretch, and move regularly to keep circulation flowing. Second, sitting on a wallet or phone in your back pocket, this tilts your pelvis, creates uneven pressure on the perineum, and throws off alignment, much like parking your car on a crooked jack. Fix is simple. Empty those pockets before you sit and keep your hips level. Third, marathon gaming or desk sessions where you lean forward. This compresses your abdominal contents and pushes pressure straight down onto your bladder and prostate, just like squishing a balloon from the top. The fix: sit upright, use lumbar support, and take scheduled movement breaks. The truth is, even if you're in your 20s or 30s, your prostate is not immune to these pressures. I've seen early changes in men far younger than you might expect, but the good news is that small, consistent adjustments now can protect your prostate health for decades to come. You are not powerless here. Your prostate health is literally in your hands and in your seat choices. Every time you choose to sit well, stand up often, and avoid uneven pressure, you're investing in better urinary and sexual health for your future self. So make the choice today. Start applying these changes right now. Share this video with the men you care about. And subscribe so you never miss another step in protecting your long-term health. Your prostate will thank you. For years to come, thanks for watching. May you live long.